Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a turn-ons and turn-offs video for you guys. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit sick or like a boy or congested. It's because I am not a boy, but I am sick and congested. Yeah. Okay. But anyways, I'm just gonna get started. Disclaimer, these are my turn-ons and turn-offs, so don't get triggered. Don't attack me in the comments. If you don't agree with something, you can suck it, because this is what I find unattractive and attractive. We're all different here, so freak you. So I'm gonna start off with the turn-ons. There's a lot of them. And literally don't get offended if you're not all of these things. Like, sorry, my perfect dude doesn't have to have all these things. It's just like things I like, you know? This is what I find attractive, basically. So if you have any of these traits, I will find them attractive. You picking up what I'm putting down? No? Okay. The first turn-on I have listed is when a guy compliments me on something non-physical. So basically what I'm trying to say is when I get a compliment about something that's not having to do with my looks, aka like, oh, you're hecka funny, or you're such a good person. Like, oh, thanks. Like, you don't just want me to bang me. Things like that, basically. The next one I have is when they don't just kiss your lips. This sounds inappropriate. That's not what I mean. I mean, yeah, like being kissed on the lips too, but like, you know that like spot like right here, like, you know, being kissed on your neck just gets me going. Our forehead, you know, kissing all the sensitive areas. If you know what I mean. You know, when you're getting intimate with somebody. You know, kissing all down my stomach and my titties and my neck all the way up everywhere except my lips. I'm just like, frick. It like adds anticipation until like our lips finally touch. Like, you're kissing everywhere and it's just like getting goosebumps. So you're just like, frick. Oh, this is, I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Woo. Oh, another one, nose piercings. Nose piercings are so fine. If you guys know me, you know I'm obsessed with Key and Lolly. Key and Lolly will be my boyfriend one day. That man is perfection. But he has a nose piercing and I literally think it's the finest thing ever. And if you have a nose piercing, it just like adds like plus 10 fine points to you. Another turn on is when you can smile and laugh while you're kissing or doing whatever y'all are doing. If you can't laugh with your person while you guys are doing stuff, then got the wrong one. I think it's so cute when you're kissing somebody and you guys smile. It's just like, oh, you're so cute. Like, let me have your kids. Just kidding. Not really. Another turn on is when a guy takes care of himself. It just bugs me how most guys think it's gay to take care of themselves. Like, make sure your eyebrows are looking fleek. Make sure you don't look like a Wolverine. You know, do some face masks with me. Get your skin looking right. Let's go to the nail salon, get a pedicure. You know, every single guy thinks it's so gay to go to the nail salon and get your toes done. Bruh, until they get to the nail salon and that girl is freaking rubbing on your feet, you're gonna freaking nut. I promise you, any guy who has gotten a pedicure will tell you it is pure heaven. I also like a guy who is polite. Like, most of the guys freaking on Instagram who try to slide in my DMs are so disrespectful to me. I'll just read some. Here's the top one that's on my messages right now. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but could you sit on my whole face? Bruh, you really think you're about to freaking get some like that? Like, that's purely disgusting. Guys are just so gross. Like, ew. Just don't freaking slide in my DMs like, you're stupid fine, let me slide in them cheeks or something. Like, you can't say hi? Like, what? Like, guys will DM me and be like, oh, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and I'll respond because I'm nice, even if I'm not even interested at all. I'll just be like, oh, thanks, and then they're just like, let me clap your cheeks, and I'm just like, frick, bro, that is not how you talk to a girl. Sorry, but it's not. Another thing is thick men. I know this sounds a little bit weird, like, how are guys thick? I don't mean thick like, I mean like, thick like, bulky, not bulky, but like, thick like, you got some muscle on ya. Like, I think that's fine. Like, not just like your bones. Guys with good bodies just make me feel like they're taking care of themselves. Next thing I have on my list is fashion. I like a guy that knows how to dress. I like guys who wear, like, you know, the poppin' clothes. I'm not saying like Gucci. I'm saying like, you know, you just gotta have some style with it. When a guy can sing, dance, play the piano, play any instrument at all, I think that is so fine. Like, man, that just sets me off my rocker. Like, that's like instant hard, even though I don't have a dick. And honestly, it's not even that you have to be good at what you do. Like, you don't have to be good at singing. You don't have to be good at dancing. You don't have to be good at the piano. Like, you don't have to be freaking... Like, I want to sit in the car and scream my lungs out. Let's listen to the whole SZA album through. And let's just sing. Let's just let it all out. Like, sing with me. Freaking, you don't gotta be good at dancing. You don't have to freaking know how to pop, lock, and drop it. I want somebody who I can freaking, like Millie Rock with, hit the folks with, freaking whatever dance you wanna freaking do. That brings me to my next turn on. Somebody who I can be goofy with. Somebody who is goofy. Somebody who is outgoing, isn't afraid to be themselves around me. You know, be weird with me. Because I'm a freaking weirdo. I'm gonna just say that now. I'm a freaking weirdo. I talk to myself. I make freaking weird videos of myself. Snapchat videos of me just being stupid. And I just watch them and laugh at myself. And I want somebody who can be weird with me. Next thing is somebody who's driven. Somebody who has goals. Somebody who knows what they want. And not necessarily who has everything planned out. Somebody who has something in mind and goes and gets it. Next thing. Somebody who is positive. I cannot live my life with a negative person. I just need to keep my life positive. I don't need any negativity or anybody trying to bring anybody down. I need somebody who wants to make a positive impact on not only me, but everyone around them, even strangers. Next thing on my list is about to get a little bit sexual. You know, sorry, I have to add some things about this because, you know what? It is a part of a relationship. Don't be selfish with sexual things. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Don't expect to be pleased if you aren't gonna please me back. Downright simple. Like, I'm not gonna give you head and make you have the best time of your life with my freaking mouth if you aren't down to, you know, slip some fingers in or do some work with that tongue. Sorry, that was probably TMI, but you know what? Frick that. Stop being worried about yourself. You know what? If we're a couple, we need to balance ourselves out. And if you can't balance it, then you don't deserve it. Also, another thing. I posted this on my Finsta last night because I was just curious. Because I hear a lot of people complaining about this all the time. If you can't kiss your significant other after they give you head, you're a PUSSY and you don't deserve head in the first place. Whether you're a girl or a boy. If I get head, I'm gonna kiss my man. All over, everywhere. If you think that's gross, you shouldn't be doing anything sexual in the first place. Next thing is, a lot of these things aren't necessarily turn-ons, but it's just like things that I think are fine that I would like guys to do, I guess. But coming up behind and hugging us. You know when you're just like standing there and you just feel like a body like hug around you, like I feel like I'm just melting. Like, you know, ever feel like that? Well, I do, so. Next thing is dimples. Not necessarily dimples, but like, you know those lines when guys smile? I'll try to insert pictures, but like, they're like, when I smile, there's like these lines. Keen Lolly has them, probably that's why I think they're fine, but I think they're so fine. Yeah, thank you. And I could also appreciate a good jawline. You know when a guy like just looks like super fine, and you're just like, oh my god. Like, freaking make me break my motherfucking neck. I'll wear a neck brace. You're fine. You know when someone looks so much like a freaking meal, like a snack, like a freaking gourmet freaking 5-star dinner. You know when they're just like standing right there and you're just like, boy, you better hope that we don't end up alone, because if we do, something's gonna go down. You're about to have my kids. I'm not ready for a baby. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, like, if homeboy pull up like this, he gonna get it. Oh my gosh, you know what's so fine? Man tank tops. Like this kind of, but not. Like, you know, what is it called? Wife beaters? I don't know. They're like man tank tops. And when you can see their, like, muscles through, and their muscles on their arms. Literal nut. Or gray sweats, gray shorts, any kind of sweat shorts, sweat anything. I don't even got words. Another turn on is somebody who isn't just trying to bang you. Somebody who doesn't just want you for your body. I want somebody to be attracted for me for my non-physical things. I mean, as well as my physical things, but I don't want it to just be that. If you just want to be with me because of my titties, then freak out of here, man. Next thing I have on my list is guys who know how to kiss. Not necessarily they're master kissers, but somebody who can adapt to you. If you guys, obviously your guys' first kiss is going to be like weird because you guys aren't used to kissing each other. You guys don't know how you kiss. It's going to be a little bit awkward. But somebody who can adapt to you. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, I don't know how to explain this, but somebody who can figure out what you're doing and what he's doing and mix all the ingredients together to make a perfect cake. That is a terrible analogy, but I hope you can get what I'm saying. If it's awkward at first and then he can adapt to make it good. I think I already said this, but somebody who is goofy, somebody who can freaking act like a mother freaking fool. Like, I want to see you freaking be a freaking weirdo. Like, freaking do some freaking weird things, because that's me. I'm a freaking weirdo. I literally, everything about me is weird. Please, like, if you think it's weird, I'll think it's fine. But this one is one of my top, like, my top, might even be number one. Whoa. But somebody who is supportive. And this doesn't even have to be just a boyfriend or someone you like. This has to go with friends, family, everybody. I appreciate somebody who is supportive, because you know what? Throughout my whole life, not a lot of people have supported me, and I'm not even gonna try to flex and say that everybody loves me and everybody's supporting me and I've always had it good. Like, no. Still to this day, barely anybody support me. And I don't mean support me as in like fans. I mean people who support what I'm doing. Let me give an example. I just made a clothing line. I have all these hoodies that I'm selling, custom. You can make custom hoodies, jackets, t-shirts, freaking long sleeves, whatever the frick you want. And it means so much to me when people support that. Support my YouTube career, support my Instagram. And I don't even mean like you have to freaking buy my merch. Not really merch, but buy my hoodies. You don't gotta buy my hoodie. You don't have to spend $35 on it. You're still supporting me if you follow the page. You're still supporting me if you comment on it. You're still supporting me if you give me a shout. Oh, squirrel. Or just like text me saying, I'm proud of you for what you're doing. Someone who watches my YouTube videos, gives me a like, comment, shouts me out. All that's good. You don't even gotta do all that. Like, I feel like everybody is always against me with what I want to do. And I feel like I support everybody. All my friends, even people I don't know. Like, I give freaking everybody a shout out. Like, I met this kid in Disneyland. Freaking, sure, if you're watching this, hi, I'm shouting out his YouTube channel right now. He's a super dope kid. You can go follow him on Instagram. And I saw this kid at freaking Disneyland. And he came up to me and I was vlogging. And he's like, oh my god, are you a vlogger? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, me too. Found him on social media. I followed him. Gave him a shout out on Instagram. Like, I feel like I'm just a supportive friend, whether that comes to my music friends, my YouTube friends, and I feel like I want that back. And not everyone's gonna just give me support back just because I support them. Like freaking Key and Lolly isn't gonna support me just because I freaking watch his videos. Next turn on is when a guy is good with kids or animals. Bro, if you can be good around kids or animals, literally, I will melt. My heart will freaking melt into pieces. The next turn-ons on my list kind of go together. Nice eyes, and when a guy just stares at you. That kind of sounds creepy. First, when a guy has nice eyes, I can literally just stare at your eyes, and I will fall in love with you. Like, thank you for that beautiful creation on your eyeballs. But when I say I like a guy that stares at me. I don't mean like a freaking creepy weirdo. I mean like when you're just laying down and you can just like stare at him and he'll stare at you back. Eye contact basically is what I mean. Not even eye contact, because I think it's so like fine, not fine, but cute, attractive when you're just like looking somewhere else and you like look at that guy and he's staring at you. I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but like when a guy stares at you and they're just like they look like they're just admiring every little piece about you. Also, another turn on is when a guy will show me off. And by that, I don't mean post me on your Snapchat story, post me on your Instagram, because people don't post on social media just because they don't want other people to get involved with the relationship and try to break you guys up. Like, I get that part. I mean, like, don't be scared to tell people about me. Like, I freaking hate when you like start talking to a guy and they don't want their friends to know that you guys are talking. I'm just like, how is this gonna work out if you don't want anybody to know that we're together? But it feels good. Staring at me. I guess what I'm trying to say is it feels good to not be hidden. Somebody who's not scared to be around me with their friends and act like we're together. Like, I'm down to be all around our friends and act like we're just like freaking, we don't have to be freaking sucking each other. But you know what? We can act like we're actually a thing, because we are. Like, I'm your girl. You should be able to show that I'm your girl. Somebody who is proud to have me as their girl. Even if we aren't dating yet. Somebody who is freaking like, this is my girl. She's fire. And she's the wettest girl I've ever met. Bro, if you don't, I'm gonna have to chop off your titties. Next thing is touching. I love being touched. That sounds freaking dirty, and I mean, I guess part of it is dirty, but not dirty at the same time. When I say I like being touched, I mean like touched, rubbed. You know those soft little touches when they're scooching by you and they touch like the small of your back? I think that is so cute. You know, your thighs or your face, or when you're holding hands and they like rubbing your thumb. I think that's like, it's so cute and precious, and it's not like they're touching you to try to freaking bang you. Like, it's just like a little gesture. It's so small, but it can do so much. Next one is somebody who is athletic, and by that I mean you don't gotta be a professional baseball player, professional football player. What I mean is you go out and get some exercise, play some sports, whether that be just with your friends or on an actual team. Somebody who is down for anything. Someone who is down to make cookies with me at 3 a.m. and ice cream. I need somebody who's gonna love me for me. Somebody who's not gonna try to change who I am. Somebody who's happy with me. I mean, yeah, everybody has some things that they need to change about themselves, and everybody has room for improvement, but I'm not gonna try to change you or anything about you. And you're not gonna change anything about me, because if you try, then adios amigo. I need somebody that's gonna freaking hype me up. You know, freaking, if I send you a selfie, send me freaking 20,000 emojis. Be like, oh my god, I have the finest girl ever. She is so beautiful, she is so gorgeous. That's another thing. When a guy calls you beautiful or gorgeous instead of fine or bad, you can call me fine and bad, like, I know, I'm just kidding. When a guy says beautiful or gorgeous, I just feel like they're in it less for my body. It's just like a more respectful and better way to say it, I guess. Like, a guy just called me beautiful to my face the other day for the first time ever in my entire life, and I literally did not know what to say. I was just like, I was choking on my words. I was like like I didn't know what to say or how to respond at all. When he said it, I was just like, what did you just say? Like, nobody has ever said that to me, and it just like, it made me feel hecka nice about myself. The last one on my turn-ons list is when a guy shows emotion. Somebody who isn't freaking gonna act hard all the time. Like, freaking, you can cry in front of me, you can tell me you like me, you can freaking be soft. I don't mean like freaking, like, don't be too emotional, but you can freaking show some emotion. Like, don't freaking act like you're so hard all the time. Like, you're not, so don't act like it. Now it's time for turn-offs. I know the turn-ons list was very long, and obviously turn-offs are the opposite of what my turn-ons are, but the turn-offs I have listed on here are kind of ones that don't really have an opposite that I listed already. So the first one is sagging. Don't freaking sag your pants. I don't want to see your underwear. I don't want to see your cheeks. Like, no. It's not attractive. Freaking pull up your pants. Another turnoff is when a guy thinks they got it and they don't. Basically somebody who is not freaking cocky, like freaking, I know you want me, like, I'm so fine, like, frick, I don't want you, and that just made me not want you even more. So next thing is, don't freaking be forceful with me. If I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you, and you're gonna know that I'm feeling you. If I'm not, then leave me the frick alone. Stop texting me, stop blowing me up, frickin' hop off my motherfucking schlong. Take a hint. I don't know what's hard to understand. You can tell when I'm feeling you or not. If I'm not texting you back for 2 days, that means that I'm not interested. If I'm leaving you unread, that means I'm not interested. If I'm texting you dry, that means I'm not interested. Another turnoff is when a guy is pushy. Do not freaking tell me what I can and can't do. Because you know what? I'm gonna do what I want, when I want, how I want it. So don't freaking try to tell me. You're not my boss. You're my boyfriend. I'll respect what you have to say, but don't freaking tell me to like freaking what I can't do. Next turnoff is somebody who smokes, drinks, or generally just is trouble. If you know me, I don't cuss, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything bad. I am literally so innocent. I find it so unattractive when people do drugs, smoke weed, smoke cigarettes, do any type of drugs. I also find it disgusting. Anybody, not just guys, I think it's so gross when people get drunk. I think you should be able to have a good time without drugs or without alcohol. I can have a freaking fantastic time by myself with no drugs, with no alcohol, without getting in trouble, without doing anything illegal. I just don't think it's necessary to have to do legal things or bad things, what I consider bad. I just don't think it's necessary to do things that are illegal or will get you in trouble, or things that are, in my personal opinion, bad, such as smoking and drinking, because I just have a past involving things that include those things. Not me, but regarding other people, and it just isn't, I just don't like it. That's all I'm gonna say. The next turnoff is, I think I already kind of said this in the turn-ons part, but somebody who is scared to tell their homeboys about you. You shouldn't be embarrassed or scared to tell your friends that I'm your girl or that you're talking to somebody. I want you to freaking be like, this is my girl, look how freaking fine she is. Oh my god, here's her Instagram. She's so fine, she's so funny, she's such a good person. Like freaking, like, you should not be scared. Next turn up is somebody who is always bragging or trying to one-up you. You know those people who just like you talk to, and they're just like, you say something and they're just like, oh well, blah blah blah, or like try to prove a point that doesn't need to be proven. Like, I don't care. The next turn off I have is a guy who is clingy, and by clingy I don't mean clingy, I mean overly clingy. Like, you can be clingy, be obsessed with me, freaking I like that, but don't freaking be overly obsessive and overly clingy to the point where you're pissing me off and I want nothing to do with you. Then when I try to back off a little bit, you just cling on more. Frig, that pisses me off, bro. If I'm backing off you and I'm trying to get some space, freaking give me my motherfucking space. Don't freaking cling on to me more. That just, no. Next one is somebody who thinks they're better than everyone else. Frick that. You know, we're all the same. I actually just tweeted something about this yesterday because I got pissed off because I saw something and I was just like, bro, where's the freaking love at? So my tweet says, why is everybody so against each other all the time? Why does it always have to be a constant battle? Why do you always need to one-up them? Why can't you both have success? Where's the love, support, collaboration? Stop trying to get ahead of everyone else. Get to the top together. If you can't support somebody, then I literally want nothing to do with you. If you can't help out your friends, support your friends, collaborate with your friends. I need friends, a boyfriend, family members to stop trying to always step on everybody else's heads to get to the top. Bro, if you just freaking work together, we can both get there. What's the point of always trying to freaking fight somebody to get to the top? Why can't we come together and then come up together? Like, I don't get what's so hard about that. And freaking why this world is so freaking full of hate and negativity. That was all for my turn-ons and turn-offs. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope none of you guys are offended with what I said. I'm sorry if you are offended. Nobody is gonna be perfect, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I just wanted to share my opinions on what I think is attractive and unattractive. But if you agreed or disagreed with any of them, I want to know which ones they are, so leave that down below. And also, if you have any other turn-ons or turn-offs, leave those down below too, because I'm going to be looking at them. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And turn those post notifications on so you can be notified exactly when I upload. Follow me on my social medias. They'll be linked down below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will be back with more videos soon. Peace.